So I want us to think about 3 things that we can do this week that we can practice for consistency, not for perfection. I don't want you to overwhelm yourself, but we're going to ask ourselves a couple of questions, right? First, ask yourself about the letter, right? What does that mean? And we have to keep asking ourselves, what am I putting out there? What kind of story, what kind of love letter, what kind of discretions or am I putting out to the world? Am I writing about joy? Am I writing about the trauma I've been through? Am I writing about how I'm rebuilding my life? What does it look like? What does my life look like? And am I even comfortable having people read me? Does it make me uncomfortable? What kind of lessons would they learn from me, right? Those type of things. And then I want you to identify where you are in your journey. Again, like I said earlier, are you laying on the floor, face up, tears just being rained on? Are you crawling, right? You trying to figure out your way? Are you in prayer position, right? Are you standing up but you feel a little wobbly now and you're just trying to figure out what you need to do? Or are you starting to like get your footing? Because we do all of these things and we need to do them without shame. Being honest about where you are in your life, man, it is so freeing because you don't have to come up with a new story. Baby, you know how hard it is keeping all of the different compartments of your life separated because you don't want these friends to know about this. You don't want these people to know about this. You change your hair when you go to this place. I'm all for changing wigs. Y'all didn't see my platform. But I don't change my wigs just because you didn't like my wig. I changed my wig because it got knotty. I changed my wig because I wanted to cut it. I changed my wig because I saw that my lace looked bad. Okay? That's the way I work. And number 3, I want you to name a chapter in your life that you've been skimming from. Not fixing. We're not fixing it, right? We are just acknowledging it. Acknowledging that time in our life where we decided we wanted to blackball ourselves. We wanted to not talk about it. We turned the lights off. We said, you know what? I'm going to turn this light off, leave this memory in the attic, and I'm never going to Anne Frank this. It's never going to, baby, this thing is going to die with me. Give it a name. Give it a name, right? Like, look, Barbara, I don't like how you lived your life. I don't want to do it. So I'm going to turn the lights off. I'm going to turn the, unplug the lifeline, right? And I want us to figure out how we can integrate the lessons that we learn from that thing. Again, therapists, counselors, mentors, spiritual guides, friendships, sister circles, brother circles. I am so big on having community to help you figure out how to stop controlling what your peace looks like. Your peace, it doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, it needs a lot of room to shine, and you need a lot of support to hold that sucker up, right? One person can be tons of support. Multiple people can be the least supportive people, right? So I'm just saying, you find in safe spaces to talk about these things and to be in a space where we not only allow ourselves to be the walking letters, these walking, living epistles that we want to be, but that we can look at ourselves as full people and realize that the story that we're skipping is really the story that helped us become these people who understand, who have open hearts, who are trying to connect with people, who are trying to figure out ways for them to heal and to heal with other people. And to realize that it doesn't matter where we are in the process, either on the floor, crawling, prayer, somewhere in between, we can still be these beautiful letters. It's not a verdict, right? You're not doomed. Sometimes transitions are just locations, and locations change all the time, especially when we decide to what? Stop laying on the floor and do what? Crawl a little bit, right? And then get in that prayer position. And then we standing on those strip of legs, right? Then we start running, baby, because we are moving out of the way.